Good morning, Manchester United fans. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Forever United TV. We are talking Manchester United and the 4 wins in a row. After everything that happened yesterday, a lot of talk, and I've listened to a lot of people. We spoke to quite a few outside Old Trafford yesterday. A lot of you have been putting your comments in on different videos from yesterday as well. My reaction, other fans' reactions. I've listened to the radio. I'm listening to pundits all say the same thing. And there is a little bit of a loss that I have to take on this here as well. I was fooled. Were we all fooled by Rúben Amorim? And the appointment of Rúben Amorim and not getting rid of him sooner, does this highlight how poor Ineos are in their judgment on coaches / managers, whatever you want to say? I want to open up this debate this morning. I am always happy, as you all know, to take the loss and say that I was wrong. I was wrong. I was completely wrong in trying to back Rúben Amorim. And what we've seen in 4 games under Michael Carrick, it's embarrassing. It really is. It gets worse by the day for Rúben Amorim that Michael Carrick's in charge of his team at Manchester United. Because let's be honest, the majority of these players that are performing well are Rúben Amorim players, apart from the obvious that he wouldn't play. And I think you all know where I'm going with that conversation. But I want loads of comments in the live section this morning. I want you to talk to me. I want you to be honest with yourself and say, were you blindly backing Rúben Amorim at the time? Michael Carrick right now, this is where I want to go with this video. Michael Carrick, I want to bring the positives from what's happening right now. And again, I think it's proven that it isn't all about the super coach, the one with the great ideas, the philosophies. Sometimes basic football suits a football club. And straightforward tactics and understanding for these players is working an absolute treat at the moment, because Manchester United have had 4 types of victories under Michael Carrick now. 4 different games. We've had the Manchester City, the Manchester Derby. Get up and fight for the red side of Manchester. Get out there and give absolutely everything. That game can go any way that you want it to. That game can do anything and change like that. So that's just one of them one-off games that everybody knows form goes out the window with. So right, okay, we got through that and we played well. We battered Manchester City. That was that type of game. Then you're back to the wall against one of the best teams in Europe at the moment in Arsenal that are walking the league right now and unbeaten at the Emirates. You got through that game and we played counter-attacking football, just stayed in it and recovered from being pegged back from the Arsenal. Then you go to Fulham and you try and beat a team that you'd expected to beat at Old Trafford, a run-of-the-mill team. We comfortably go through the game. We're 2-0 up, and then we blow it. Squad depth kicks in, make a couple of substitutions, a decision goes the wrong way, and United are back to the wall. But we showed that fight. We'll score 1 more than you, and we'll score a Fergie-time winner, and we'll get through the game. Great, 3 wins. And then yesterday, probably the one game that every single Man United fan was watching. It's like, you've got the 3 in a row. We've done this before this season under Amorim already. Can you make it another one? And then obviously we're talking now, and I'm listening to fans outside of Old Trafford yesterday, and I'm listening to people on the radio, and they're all saying the same thing. It was a comfortable, well-organised, run-of-the-mill 2-0 win at home at Old Trafford. Thank you. Move on to next week. No drama. We haven't had that type of game for as long as I can remember. You could argue perhaps maybe the Sunderland game, but there was still a lot of hype around that. Senna Lamon's first game, a goalkeeper coming in and actually being able to do goalkeeper things and everything that came there. A couple of chances early on and late on for Sunderland in that game, but a run-of-the-mill, not too much to talk about, just Manchester United dominating the game. Yes, 10 men, but they still managed the 10-men Spurs side very, very well. They got through that one. Now we're on to a midweek game, double game week, and obviously that's a new test for Michael Carrick and these players, because obviously we're not used to double game weeks this season because we've been so crap last season. But there proves that Manchester United under Carrick can play the worst in the league, can play the best in the league, the middle of the league that are taking points off a few people. Well done, Everton, yesterday for beating Fulham as well, though. But still, there's all different parts of a season in the space of 1 month for Michael Carrick, which he has completely breezed through effortlessly. That's what Michael Carrick has brought to Manchester United. Why was this not the case under Rúben Amorim? Now, of course, I had plenty of stick from people, even on my channel here, and I'll say it openly. I was wrong. Ineos in backing Rúben Amorim were wrong. Ineos in employing Rúben Amorim were wrong. Rúben Amorim was convincing people that they didn't know about football, that their view of football was completely wrong because he had this super style of football that needed to be played this way with this team. And Ineos allowed this man to come in and do this to this team. So you've got to look at the ownership. You've got to look at Ineos, and you've got to look at the fact that they didn't act sooner on this. And lots of Man United fans were saying this yesterday. What if Manchester United got rid of Rúben Amorim when they should? A lot of people said he should have gone when we lost to Spurs. Cut your losses now. It's not going to change. He has just seen out the worst ever Premier League season for Manchester United. Then you had the debacle of the start of the season where he wasn't playing Kobbie Mainoo and we lost to Grimsby. There was upset and fallout behind the scenes again. They backed him with Garnacho. They backed him with Rashford. And look, I'm not going to go against them decisions. I thought they were the right calls. Look, Rashford's doing well now in Barcelona. Good on him. Maybe it was a Rúben Amorim thing. Maybe Rashford did have a point, but Rashford still was turning up to late bladdered to training, and he pretty much derailed his own Man United career. So Rúben Amorim aside on that one, Garnacho is proving us perfectly right that he wasn't good enough at United, then he can go. So them decisions, yeah, fair enough. But then it came down to the Kobbie Mainoo scenario this season, and this is where a lot of people will. This is the story that a lot of people will use. Now, I told Kobbie to get in line. I told Kobbie to fight for his place in the side. Again, wrong, because it does now look like Rúben Amorim just wasn't willing to play him at all. So backing Rúben Amorim on that side of it, I hold my hands up and I say, I was wrong. I was completely wrong on that one, because the way that Kobbie Mainoo is playing now, I did say, look, I'm not trying to back myself up here or give myself a get out of jail card, but I did say I thought Kobbie Mainoo had talent, and I would want him to come in and fight for his place and prove to us all that you are that player that we've seen in glimpses last season, because he was bad last season like everybody else. But then again, Rúben Amorim with everybody else last season, like the point I just made at the start of this show. Maybe everyone was falling under the instruction of this coach and completely baffled by what they were needing to do. And it looked like nobody knew what they were doing under Rúben Amorim in so many different games. And I'm blindly, as a Man United fan, backing Rúben Amorim here, thinking that it's going to turn a corner. This man did it at Sporting. He is worth the risk, and just letting him see it out, give him a few more transfer windows. And look, there'll be plenty of people coming on this morning and listening to me say this here now and say, it's a month. We've had 4 games. But like I explained at the top of the show, this has been, I didn't explain at the top of the show, I said it yesterday, but 2 years since Manchester United won 4 games in a row. 2 years. And that's the point I'm making. 4 different types of wins, 4 in a row. United comfortably in the top 4 at the moment. But we are now, by the way, 5 points safe for Champions League places until Liverpool play. Let that sink in a minute. Man United have 5 points clear of Champions League safety. That's where we're at right now under Michael Carrick. That's what this team needed. They needed a coach. It's like Kaz was speaking to me this morning. She said it many a times before. And a few of the other fans, again, proving me wrong. Because I said this, when Michael Carrick took charge, I said that these players are the ones that are the issue. These players, and you know, there is always that part. The players need to be held accountable as well. It's a group thing, obviously, isn't it? But I said these players weren't good. I said these players will throw the next manager under the bus. Sounded like Roy Keane, really, didn't I? I didn't expect Michael Carrick to actually do the job that he did. I said it. Look, if you beat City, you beat Liverpool. Sorry, beat City, beat Arsenal, I'll stand up. I remember saying it when the announcement was made. Fletcher lost against Brighton. I had no hope for this team at all. No hope. I was down, probably the lowest that I've ever been as a Man United fan. And I thought, no chance that these players are just going to turn up for Michael Carrick all of a sudden. Not going to happen. Anyway, at that point, I said the players are just not going to do it. And I've been proved wrong again by the players. They can do it. And like I just said then, Kaz has always said to me, and we've had conversations before at games, just in general talk, and a few other people as well have said the same thing. These players are good enough. These players are good enough to win games, to get United up that table. And it's taken Michael Carrick to get it out of them. Michael Carrick. Who'd have thought? 4 wins in a row. And everything that he is doing, everything that he has done, the staff he has brought in, are just embarrassing Ineos on a whole different level. There was some of Rúben Amorim's coaches that didn't even have UEFA B licenses. And that's Manchester United. Rúben Amorim's goalkeeper coach, hugging Andre Onana, throwing balls at him in a static. I'm looking at that and I'm going, at the time I'm thinking, this is this new age. And again, proof that I was just completely baffled by what was happening, being convinced and fooled by a coaching team that I thought were going to be the next best thing because it had all of these ideas. It had all of these coaches that had won it and done it at Sporting, the new fresh ideas. We needed this new up-and-coming manager, bit like Pep Guardiola. If we weren't going to take him City, we're going to take him. All of that talk, I remember it at the time. And all it's taken is a bit of Fergie-style football, simple tactics, and the right coaching team behind a manager to get what we hoped and some would argue knew we had in our squad. A lot of people backed Kobbie Mainoo. A lot of people said he's not been given a chance, and they went in on Rúben Amorim. And you people have all been proven right. I have to say that now because what I'm watching at the moment, and honestly, this is where you'll always get the honest truth from me. I will always take the loss and I will always accept when I'm wrong. And that's one thing that I think is missing, especially in the YouTube world anyway, my God. But I just want United to win. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about opinions. I don't care about being proved right or wrong. I just want to see this team win. I hate losing. I am the worst loser in the world, and you've all seen me. And my voice at the moment is blitzed because we're winning. And that's how I know. That's how I know. And when you look at it now, celebrating Manchester United games, celebrating wins like this, it proves that we are seeing the real colours of these players now. And you look at the numbers, you look at what Bryan Mbeumo's numbers are under Michael Carrick, 3 in 4. He's now on double figures this season, turning out to be one of the best signings of the summer. Still, I absolutely love Bryan Mbeumo. Matheus Cunha, not his best game yesterday, but that interaction in the first half, that little triangle play with Bruno in there and Kobbie Mainoo, the back heels and things like that, completely destroying Spurs and stopping their high press, which they started out with instantly yesterday, and making them fall back because they couldn't press United. That, oh my God, that's not been talking about that much yet. But I just feel like Manchester United now, the Cunhas, the Mbeumos, even like the Senna Lamans types of signings, the way that Ahmad's playing, obviously Casemiro under him, Kobbie Mainoo, like I just said there, all of a sudden Manchester United have got a team which you know are going to do the job. And you know what you're going to get from them. We've now seen a manager and a coach handle the players that are in a squad the way that they need to be handled. Not leaving your door open for the players to walk in. Everybody knows the modern world right now, no one's going to do that. You have to be aware as a coach, and especially as a manager like Rúben Amorim tried to claim he was at the end of his time when he had his big spat and his big outburst. I came in as a manager. Well, if you're a manager, you've got to manage your players and you've got to take it upon yourself to go out there and make it happen and get the player and deal with the situation. Not just leave the door open and wait for them to come and then just say because, well, no one walked through my door, no one's got a problem, I'll just carry on. Like Bruno Fernandes says, he doesn't talk to the managers. He doesn't talk. I've seen players' reactions, players' interviews, and the way that them players are on the pitch. In 1 month with Michael Carrick, look like they are a completely different team with the weight of the world completely lifted off their shoulders. It looks so much like they were carrying everything that Rúben was telling them on their shoulders and just failing, crumbling because it was too much. And now, simplified football, expression and playing for your abilities that we brought these players for. And how many times have I said this? Man United buy players and try and change them. There's a reason why you bought that player. It's because he was playing well in a certain position on the pitch for his previous team and he was excelling. That's why you bought that player. And then we move them all around and put them in different positions under Rúben Amorim and expect them to play the same. Keep it simple. Play them in their best position. Play them where they're going to flourish. And let's see what happens. Bang, bang, bang. 4 wins in a row. Manchester United in the top 4. And 4 wins in a row isn't nothing. Did I just say that? Someone just messaged me. Oh, Kaz actually just messaged me. Sorry, saying I've said 4 wins in a row is nothing. It's not. It's mega. And there's not many teams in this league that can do it. Only the teams in and around us that we're competing with now, who we should be competing with, have managed this. Man United are 3 points off Aston Villa. They drew yesterday. Third place is up for grabs right now. Second place is up for grabs right now. And it all, again, going back to what I said at the top of the show, makes you wonder, doesn't it? It all makes you wonder as to, like, what would have happened if we had Michael Carrick sooner? What would have happened if Ineos had have had the balls to make the calls that were necessary sooner in this season? It makes you think, doesn't it? Because all of a sudden, if Manchester United, with this team playing the way they are under Carrick, them games that we threw away, and I'll just mention 2. Wolves at home, draw. Bournemouth, leading 3 times. And obviously, beating a 10-man Everton. Them games there where we dropped what? We dropped, was it 7 points from them games? Yes, 7 points from them games. You're in a title race. I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, if buts and maybes, but they were extreme circumstances. Everton, 10 men. For the majority of the game, you lost that game. I'm sorry. That's unforgivable. Unforgivable. And that was before AFCON. You can talk about AFCON and not having a team for like the Wolves games and a few others, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Manchester United leading 3 times against Bournemouth. We win that game under Carrick. Simple as. Extreme circumstances. 10 men, Everton, the full game, extreme circumstance. Even if you just took them 2 games alone, when we had all of our players available, you're still above Manchester City in the Premier League. And every team can say if, but, and when, and obviously Pep Guardiola would do it, so would Rodri, about all the decisions that they thought might have gone their way, obviously. But there for Manchester United, 2 games, just them 2, and you can pick out, oh my God, how many through our season so far that we have just failed in, where we would be right now. And I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to say that in hindsight and all of that, if, buts, maybes. But it makes you think, doesn't it? Man United, dare I say it, and don't quote, you are going to quote me on it, but if Carrick was in soon and we made this call, and we've seen the early signs this season with Rúben Amorim, and we acted on it, I know it's easy to say now, but if we did, we might actually be closer to Arsenal and in a title race. Oh, Adam, what are you talking about? Why are you saying this? Because I've seen what I've seen in the space of a month. And yesterday proved to so many Man United fans that this team has changed. And I say that yesterday wasn't the craziness, the last-minute winners, the flamboyant football. This was a controlled game of football that Manchester United... And go and watch Graham's vlog back from yesterday, everybody, because Graham said it. And he came out smiling and beaming, in fact, Graham, from yesterday's game. And it takes a lot to make Graham happy. We all know. We've seen his vlogs before. He came out and he said the right thing. And he said what I was thinking. He basically said, we seen what Spurs were going to do under Thomas Frank. We waited and were patient. We didn't do anything stupid. We knew that they weren't going to attack us. They were going to sit back and try and wait for a United error. And United just played the game out. And then they got the later goal with Bruno Fernandes, eventually putting the foot down. Frank made changes, and as soon as Thomas Frank made his changes, United just went, bang, there we go, let's go for it, and we should have scored another 3 in the last 10 minutes. That's how easy it was for Manchester United yesterday. Absolutely brilliant management. People won't pick up on these little things, and people will come and say, Adam, you're getting too carried away with this. No, we're seeing so much in the space of a month that's easy to manage, and United don't have a lot of games. If you have got time to prepare for games, this is where I thought we would be. I said at the start of this season that Man United should be in the top 4, and everyone laughed at me. I looked at the players we bought, I said top 4. You cannot not finish in the top 4 when you don't have time to prepare and play as minimal games as Manchester United have this season. Everyone does it. Forest did it last season. Newcastle last season. Aston Villa did it in their charge up the table under Emery in his first season. When you haven't got games midweek and you've got a good squad of players, as long as you've got the right coach, key, then there's no excuse. I thought Rúben was the coach. I was wrong. Completely wrong. And sorry to anyone, I'm never nasty with anyone. I'm never telling everyone that they're wrong and everyone's always got their opinion. Thank God I'm like that, by the way, because I'd look like a right idiot right now, wouldn't I? But I do accept that I was wrong, completely wrong. But my mind, I should have always looked back on and said at the start of the season, Manchester United, be top 4. And you all know, you heard me say it. I said it on Sky Sports. I said it here. We should be top 4. It's taken the right coach to get us there. It's taken different decisions and stupid scenarios through a season to actually come about for us to get there. But we're there. We're where we should be with this team. Stay there, get Champions League this summer, then all of a sudden, Manchester United are back. And I say that confidently. We are back. And if Michael Carrick carries on this way, and what are we looking for, by the way? I've said this before. What are Manchester United looking for in a coach, in a manager, in this next decision? I'm going to come on to the comments now. I can't believe I've gone on for 20 minutes saying all that there. That has, yeah, a lot to say, a lot on my mind. I had to rest my voice yesterday. Sorry, everybody. And it's Kaz's birthday today, everyone, as well. So he was out Friday, was out last night. It's been a long weekend. I was tired last night. My God, I was tired. So, yes, happy birthday, Kaz. I love you. And let's have another day today. Hopefully our game is on for Winton today. We're trying to get our game on today and play. But, hey, look, we'll see. I'm just happy. I'm just happy that Manchester United won their game to make this weekend a good one. It's always easier when United win games of football your weekend. Have you not found that? Anyway, let's get into some of the comments. Let's get started with your thoughts on this. There's loads of people I can see there in the chat actually having your opinions. I'll try and get to as many as I possibly can, so please keep commenting, everyone. Make sure that you pop a like on the video as well. Head coach should not decide on all the coaches. Rúben had no proven coaches. Well, this is the thing with them coaches. Thanks for the super chat there, Carrick. Sorry, your full name doesn't come up on YouTube, so I can't read it out. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. It's one of them sticking points, isn't it? When a new manager comes in, he brings all his coaches and he's allowed to bring all of his coaches. It's all right saying he shouldn't be allowed that, but if you're looking at why they brought Rúben Amorim in, it's because of his success in Sporting, and he would automatically say, well, the success in Sporting has come from the team that I had with me, so they're always going to come in, aren't they? That's the thing. Block says, who's just renewed his membership, Adam, I'm 40,000 feet above Iraq, heading back to sunny England. Can't get the live stream on, so we'll watch and catch up. Have a good one and catch you tomorrow. Safe journey, mate. Safe journey indeed is the key word there. Anyway, I think he was over in Dubai. I'm sure he was in Dubai, Block. So, yeah, happy for you, mates. And when you land, Man United will still be comfortably in the top 4, mate. That's all you need to know. These lads are playing with freedom and confidence, says Ants. Ants, 100% right. That's the thing. The confidence in this team right now is at a different level compared to where it was before. It really is. Absolute different level. Actually, I hope that is you in the chat there, Phil. Phil, who is the Liverpool fan, you probably well know, is the one that always rips me off or rips any Man United fan channel off. Don't delete him. Don't block him, please, everybody. Let him have his meltdowns in our chats. If you go watch him on TikTok, you know exactly who I am talking about as well. Phil, thank you for your comments, mate. All contributions are welcome, my friend. Good luck today against Manchester City, but we're taking you down, mate. Rúben Amorim wasn't the man. Carrick is, and he is. Oh, actually, do you know what, mate? Out of all of that, even Rúben Amorim beat your lot, so yeah. Thanks, mate. Anyway, more comments. Cheers, Phil. Look, I don't mind banter. I really don't. And that's what it's all about. I'm getting plenty of opposition fans come to me now and going, Adam, it's changed at United, hasn't it? It's like, I mean, yes. I can confidently say it now. Like 4 games is big, and if we beat West Ham and make it 5, that's as good as Arne Slot's done at any point this season for Liverpool. I think similar to obviously Pep Guardiola, Manchester City in the Premier League. I think there's only Villa and Arsenal that have been on longer runs this season. A few more coming in. A few people asking me what I got Kaz for her birthday. She was very, very grateful this morning when she opened the present and seen new Nike football boots there. Honestly, they are nice. They are nice. And if you follow me or Kaz on social media, you'll probably see them boots flying around somewhere. But yes, she was very happy this morning. Shame that the game might actually get called off today, though. Pink boots. The shiny pink boots. The famous pink boots, yes. I know she's better than Phil Jones. She's definitely better than Phil Jones anyway. Amorim should be feeling humiliated now looking at what Carrick is doing now with Manchester United. He was a stubborn, empty, proud manager, will likely not succeed elsewhere out of the Portuguese league. Well, Amorim's never going to get a job in the Premier League. He's never going to get a job now, is he? That's I think we can safely say that. That tells you a lot as well. It really does. And I don't think Erik ten Hag will either. They're the previous two managers of Manchester United. Erik ten Hag and Rúben Amorim. And none of them two ever got us feeling the way that we feel right now under Carrick. And you can say new manager bounce. How long is a new manager bounce, by the way? We're now a month in, 4 games in a row. Thought a new manager bounce kind of lasted 2 or 3 games. If we do beat West Ham on Tuesday, then you can start looking at this being massive. You can start looking at this being absolutely huge for Manchester United, I think, and going to the end of this season, because we don't play at weekend because it's the FA Cup, and obviously we're out of that crap, but still, another week off. Then we've got Everton away from home and Crystal Palace at home. That's our next 2 games after West Ham. So it's West Ham, Everton, and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I'm confident we will win. West Ham's going to be our toughest game probably because they are a bit resurgent right now under Nuno. So they're pulling up trees and having a real go at it. And of course, you have got Everton under David Moyes. Doing well this season, but not great at home. Not great at all at home. I was listening to Tony Bellew last night, actually, coming back from the Fulham game. Well done in beating Fulham at Craven Cottage. But Everton's form away from home is very good. And at home, not so good. They're not finding it easy at that new stadium, let's just say that. So another opportunity for Manchester United there to go in and take advantage, I think. But yeah, looking at the games, there's nothing there that makes you think that Manchester United can't continue this run that we're on. Let's see what else we've got in the comment section. I'm going to get as many as I possibly can now. Is someone asking me if I've dyed my hair? No, I've not dyed. Why do people always ask me that? At all. Everything is natural with me. Everything. The beard should be able to tell you that I would never do that anyway. I'm just loving seeing my team playing like a team again. They are fighting, playing with heart. The never say die attitude is back. I can finally relate to my club again. It feels good having Man United back. It does. Nothing wrong to continue with Carrick if he can finish 4th or above. 5th. Still Champions League place when you get 5th, by the way. The coefficient has pretty much been confirmed that England will get 5 places for the Champions League. And this is, like I said, Liverpool in 6 at the moment. We're 5 clear of them. So that's the cut-off. The United are 5 clear of being in the Champions League. That's what's important right now. Keep on winning. Try and get higher, and you will start to build a gap from the other teams below. This is what United needed to. This is what I thought we would have been doing already this season. You can't hire these niche system managers and only buy 5 players in a year. It was never going to work. It's a good point from Compost Smith. It needed to be the right players. Peter says, Adam, I think that we as fans, that the board would get it right, and then it don't. We just keep hoping it will turn around and want the best for our team, and I think that's why. But let's see. I get you, Pete. I get it. Like, you always have to believe in your team. You always have to believe that it's going to work out, don't you? And you have that hidden hope inside you. But this isn't hidden hope anymore. This is actually now, I think, us feeling like there is something building here. We've got over the new manager bounce period now. We're in. And we're now looking at the potential of what might come the rest of this season. 4 games, you cannot ignore. 4 games in a row is substantial. It's big. Kaz is in there thanking everyone. She's renewed her membership as well. Thank you, Kaz. Resonate says, Rúben was crap in hindsight. I never blamed the players as they were obviously good enough. If given the right structure and manager, it was lazy to keep blaming the players. I want Liverpool to lose today. More worried about the teams below us than catching the teams above us. This is what I mean, John. Right now, we have to just look at the teams above us. If we try and catch them, we don't need to worry about the teams below. We don't need to. Let's not forget, top 5. I think Villa are going to start to drop out of this. There's a chance that Chelsea and Liverpool might both catch Aston Villa. and they drop out, they are going to struggle with the injuries that they have got. Like, obviously, they've got quality players and they can come through and obviously go on and run. They've already proved that this season. But when it gets down to the latter stages of the Europa League or the Champions League, which all of these other teams are in, Manchester United are the only team in that top 6 right now that are without any other cup competition. All we've got is, and it's crap, it is crap because we should be in more. All we've got is 13 games to go. 13 games of football. Compare that to the others. You're talking some actually might still have 20 games left this season. That's massive for United. And when you've got a coaching team like what Carrick's got, like we just said, then that is the reason why I thought United would walk this top 4 this season. I thought we were definitely going to get it. And that's what I'm saying. Who's ringing me right now? Oh, it's my coach who's trying to ring me. I think I'll just get Kaz to tell him that I'm actually live and I can't speak. Andrew says, our defence has improved a lot. You can say that again, Andrew. The performance of Dalot has made a difference along with the return of Martinez, who has been excellent, along with Maguire and Shaw. Well, you look at this already, it's like Rúben Amorim in his time at Manchester United. He managed this season 2 clean sheets. 2 clean sheets Rúben Amorim managed, playing his 3 at the back. Manchester United under Michael Carrick in 4 games, already 2 clean sheets. Michael Carrick has managed 10 goals in 4 games, plus 6 goal difference. We are now double figures in goal difference on the positive in that league table. Cannot remember the last time that ever happened for us. This is how bad we have been. And there is a good core of these players still here in them bad times as well. Again, not wanting to completely go in on the structure and the management team, because the recruitment has been good. The players we brought in are having an impact for us. They have changed us this season, and we're scoring plenty of goals. That's the thing as well with United. We look like we are going to score every single game now. We look like we're going to create chances no matter what. And the numbers for every single player are actually, let's just say, where we think they should be as well. And let's not forget, we're right up there right now. You've got 10 goal involvements for the likes of Mbeumo, Ahmad and Cunha. Bruno Fernandes is just on a different planet. Best player in the Premier League at the moment. Don't care what anybody says. And when you've got that, when you've got 4 or 5 players all with 10 or more goal involvements, it starts to take pressure off other players. And yes, it was a bad miss from Benjamin Sesko yesterday. He's got to start doing better. But we're not looking at Benjamin Sesko as much because the rest of the team is playing well. And this is what happens. Beforehand, Manchester United were heaping all of the pressure onto the likes of Rasmus Højlund and making him the scapegoat. And now we don't need to talk about Sesko, even though he is clearly showing that he's not fully ready. And I think it's taken Michael Carrick again to prove this point and not playing him and not starting him in games. So he's not started 1 game for Carrick. And none of us have got issues with that. Bryan Mbeumo was a 9 under Michael Carrick, has got 3 and 4 games. Cunha is scoring goals. Ahmad is probably the only one that's not getting on the score sheet like he should at the moment, but he's creating. He's creating a lot. Kobbie Mainoo's got 2 assists under Michael Carrick right now. I'll just mention Bruno there. It's not even worth talking about him. But Casemiro, my God, this guy is on a different wavelength at the moment to everybody else. Casemiro is playing Ballon d'Or type football right now. That's how good he is. He's a game changer for Manchester United. Someone sent me a message, and I think it was just being, they was kind of having a go at me. Adam, are you worried now? Do you blame Ineos? Are you still going to back Ineos for not signing a midfielder after that tackle on Casemiro yesterday? Alluding to the point that if we lose Casemiro, then we're in big, big trouble. And we are. And this is why I said, and I don't know why, he didn't think of this in sending this message to me. How long have I been talking through this transfer window? We need another midfielder. We need another player in there. And we've not got it. So again, Michael Carrick is showing Ineos up in so many ways. I just hope that they look at this and look at this properly come the end of the season and say, Carrick is in the frame here. Carrick is in the mix to be the Manchester United manager. If anything, And I mentioned this before, what are we looking for in a new head coach? Do we need someone who's going to win trophies? Well, Carrick had no chance of winning a trophy because of the time he was brought in at Manchester United, so you can't even judge him on that. He's never managed in the Premier League. You can argue the point of, yeah, we've got to get an experienced manager in, and Carrick's not that. Well, he's the most experienced manager in winning games in the last, 4 or 5 years for Manchester United at the moment, with 4 wins in a row in his first 4 games. If he does one more, I think that's the longest run that we would have had post Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So if he carries on this way and he eclipses what Ten Hag and Rúben Amorim did within a season, then he's proven that he is good enough to be Manchester United manager. I still feel like Manchester United, it takes a lot for me to change my mind about going in and getting a new manager at the end of the season. We've talked about Enrique the other day, and more on that on Paper Round as well, coming up later today on Adam FC, everybody. So watch that one out as well. The other managers, the Tuchels, the Glasners, the Iriolas, and managers like this, everyone that we've spoken about, and you know who I mean, all of the managers that Manchester United could potentially go for, are they going to be able to do what Michael Carrick is doing now? Some might, yes, but are you comparing them to Michael Carrick? Or are you trying to find an issue that's not there? That's what I think people are doing at the moment. They're trying to find fault in something that has been faultless under Michael Carrick. That's what they're trying. And it's 4 games. And people will keep on saying it. It's only 4 games. Well, it was only 1 game. It was only 2 games. It was only 3. And now it's only 4. What if he beats West Ham on Tuesday? It's only 5 games. Let's calm down. You know what I'm saying here. United will lose a game this season. We will drop points at some point. And I do think that we will then see a new side to Michael Carrick, or a different side to him, in terms of how he turns the team around again, in terms of spirits and getting back up on their feet. I'm really intrigued to see what happens at that point. I'm looking at the games though, and I'm thinking, why not? Why not keep on winning? Why not keep going forward and moving up that table? But we can do it. We can definitely do it. I'm looking at the teams that we've got coming up, like I just said. Even if you beat West Ham and Everton in your next 2 games, 2 tough away games, yes, for their own reasons. But if you got through them 2 games, then I think everybody would have to look at that and go, yeah, you got to give it Carrick. You've got to. 6 wins in a row. We said, I think when Carrick took over, I think Manchester United needed, 11 wins to confirm top European football, Champions League football. That's what the stats and the prediction tables were working out. So when Fletcher stepped aside, Michael Carrick took charge before Manchester City, I think United needed to get 11 wins, and that would put us in around about the 63, 65 points mark. United are on 44 now. We've already won 4. So basically what we're saying, in the next 13 games, Manchester United need to win 7 of them, and that will get you Champions League football. I fancy our chances now, and that's all because of the start that Michael Carrick has given us. Get some more comments in. If only now we are taking our chances to make top 4. We drop points to make top 4 and even second, says Ray. New manager, I don't want to change anything, just new players. Looks good, feels good. It's the feeling that you get into it as well. We've had 6 managers, including caretakers and interims, since 2020, says Nigel. A super chat in from Ant says, off my screen, sorry, something was in the way then. Can take a loss as long as it's the right way. That'll be interesting. How Manchester United lose a game. Good point from Ant there, because that's something that we always picked up on. Actually fighting to the end and feeling that you were close to winning the game or close to getting something from a game, but you lose it. I think there's a lot of Man United fans that will accept that. That's what we didn't get with Rúben. We were never fighting to the death under Rúben Amorim in many games. There were some, I'll give him that. But it was never enough for Manchester United and Man United fans to actually really cling on to that hope that they can turn it around, because you can lose games and still feel like you can go back the next week and win. It's like Fulham, for instance. Got beat by Man United. They'd have gone into that next game against Everton yesterday thinking they could go and win that game, though, because they were close. And yeah, against the run of play, they lost the game yesterday. against Everton. But them fans will still believe under Silva that they're going to come back. And that's the difference. That's what we've got right now under Carrick. And look, I'm not asking for a loss. I don't want a loss. I want to keep on winning. Because I want to walk this top four. I want it to be over by the end of April before we have them games that are going to be tough. Like coming up into April when we've got the likes of Liverpool at Old Trafford. In May. We've got Liverpool at Old Trafford. I want us to be comfortable and kicking Liverpool out of Europe by beating them at Old Trafford. So if you are still in the chat there, Phil, mate, yeah, that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. That's my prediction. Man United, come May, when we play Liverpool at Old Trafford, we'll already be in the Champions League and we'll just be kicking you out of it by beating you. I'm on the wind-up. Why go for another manager when something is working? Because Carrick doesn't have a name. Could be the next Pep or even better. Oh, Pete is going strong. Better than Pep. Everybody's got to start somewhere, hasn't they? I mean, Pep Guardiola came through from Barcelona B. Yes, he came into a great Barcelona side, but nobody knew Pep. Nobody knew him. So, yeah, why not? Why not? If we win 6, give it to Carrick, because without the coach settled, there won't be incoming players in the summer. If he wins 6 in a row, say for instance there, you're pretty much like 60, I think it was 63, 65 points. That's the mark that people are saying is going to get you Champions League this season with the coefficient top 5. United are on 44 now, and with 13 games to go. So what's that to play for? Is that 39 points? Is it? Is that what we've got left to play for? Something like that, isn't it? Yeah. And I feel like the games that we've got, the home games, I think United are going to win every game at home. So I'm already looking at that and going, if we win our home games, we're in the Champions League. That's what this start from Carrick has given us. And the more wins that we get now, the easier it becomes later on for United. Because we haven't got games in the week. We have got full preparation time. And we can concentrate solely on getting into this top 4. It's dangerous for everybody else where Man United are at right now. That's where we're at. Just get into everything else. Get a few more comments in quickly before we wrap things up. There were, where would we be if they brought a midfielder? Make you think, even with that criminal in charge. Carrick all day long, and for all those doubters are really looking for Manchester United to lose. Just to wrap things up again there, I'll just, in case you missed it at the top of the show, I have basically accepted the loss. I accepted that I was wrong in backing Rúben Amorim, or thinking that Rúben Amorim could have turned it around. Wrong in his opinion on Kobbie Mainoo. Again, hold my hands up and say, after what I've seen from Kobbie Mainoo now under the right coaching, I was fooled. I was fooled by Ineos and Rúben Amorim. And luckily, they made the call when they needed to, and we've salvaged our season. That's, I think, where we all have to just say, well, if we were backing Rúben Amorim, then we were blindly backing him. Simple as that, isn't it? Look, I've got a busy day. I'm going to be back later on this evening. Of course, everybody, back with the normal live schedule today. I'm going to leave you all with that there. I'll do the paper round later. I've got a load on my plate this morning that I need to sort out before this afternoon. And it's Kaz's birthday as well. So thank you, everyone, for being in the show this morning. I'm a happy Man United fan. And I can see a positive future. I really can. I'm buzzing. I'm going to be floating around for the rest of the day on a Man United high. And I'll watch that game later between City and Liverpool and sit there with my feet up, actually thinking, this game impacts us now, but it impacts us in a good way. Thanks for watching, everybody. Get your comments in below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure you pop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Love you all. I'll see you all later on. Have a great Sunday, Red.